Opposition leader Dr. Rowley is today denying claims by National Security Minister WARNER that FIXIN TNT's KIRK is an agent of the People's National Movement attempting to topple the government. Dr. Rowley repudiated these comments during a telephone interview in connection with statements made by the minister and carried in today's media, which accused Mr. WAITHE of doing the dirty work of the PNM.
Because when a Minister of National Security makes a statement like that or similar statements, one can reasonably expect that he's saying so because he has information which came to him by virtue of the office he holds or similar offices. In this case, like many other cases, Mr. Warner is failing to tell the truth. If he has a problem with Mr. WAITHE's statement with respect to matters of national interest involving him and his personal conduct, he can go ahead and fight it the way he wants to. But by invoking PNM's involvement to discredit Mr. WAITHE is quite despicable, and Mr. Warner must stop doing that.
Dr. Rowley openly denies there's any link between the PNM and the actions of FIXIN TNT's KIRK.
As political leader of the PNM, I wish to categorically deny that Mr. WAITHE is functioning in any capacity to do with anything, any activity or action of the PNM. He's as far as I'm aware, he's not a member and he's not functioning there, and the allegations are quite untruthful. And what Mr. Warner is doing is using his position as National Security Minister to terrorize people and to give the impression to innocent people that he has information which they don't have.
He says while the minister's statement is untrue, there may not be any legal recourse for the affected parties.
I mean, it's not every lie that is told that's breaking the law. What he has said is that Mr. WAITHE is funding the PNM. Even if that were true, it's not a crime to fund a political party, and therefore, for someone to say that you're funding a party is not breaking any law. So you can't assume that the person can prosecute in court.
Dr. Rowley says every citizen has the right to associate with any political entity they choose. He says this choice should not result in the persecution of the person by government.
But the bottom line is, Mr. WAITHE is a private citizen who has a right of association and a right of any resources he may have, money or otherwise. And the minister is simply making an untruthful statement by seeking to discredit Mr. WAITHE's approach to the Integrity Commission about Mr. Warner by saying that Mr. WAITHE has ulterior motives and is acting on behalf of the PNM, which there's simply no truth in the matter. It's not a question of breaking the law here. It's a question of what is a truthful statement and what is a lie. For the benefit of the national community, we just want to make it very clear that that statement from the Minister of National Security is an unadulterated falsehood.
Anastasia Wilson, IE News.